If you were looking for a sign, I know it's all shiny, but yep, you can. Just wanted to tell you that this morning. Good morning, everybody. Today is Thursday. I am so glad to see you this morning. And as I was sitting in my thinking chair, thinking about things and thinking about thinking, I was sitting back and I noticed, let me tell you, yesterday I was was really having a good day. And as I was having that spectacular day, it wasn't big major things happening, but a lot of little bitty things were going the way I expected them to. And that was good. It made for a really, really good day. And as I was sitting down thinking in my thinking chair, guess what? I was like, man, things are going the way I've been thinking them out. So what I've been talking about for the last month is actually working. So, as you're having a good day and you're just like, I'm vibing, I'm having some positive vibes going. You're really vibrating at the frequency that everything else is going on in your head and around you is all syncing up. But today it's not you, you're just lining up. So let me tell you about a problem. I have this problem of when things are going my way, it's like, man, especially if I'm thinking it out and things are happening the way I expected them to, man, I'm good. And my ego and my pride are like, just like, hey, we did this. We caused this to happen. And as I was thinking in my thinking chair, God was like, nah, you're not creating. You are just lining up with the things. Have you ever read in the Bible that God will give you the desires of your heart? He will. Guess what? He will. But here's my but to it. Your will or your heart, the desires of your heart has to line up with his will, and then he'll give it to you. He's not going to give you something that you don't give. Say, kids like water guns. You don't give them real guns and say, like, this is better. Here, go take that. And no. When your will and your heart is lined up with his will, things flow a lot easier. Flow. Okay? So, as I was sitting there and I was like, my reality is really beginning to shape the way I see it. It's starting to play out the way I want it to. And as I was thinking of it, God was saying, your will is lining up with my will so that we can work together instead of fighting each other. I want this, God, and you gonna give it to me. And he's like, no, you're not ready. But as I was lining up, I was noticing that the things that I've been thinking, I've been really sitting there trying to just put things in perspective. And I wasn't sitting there trying to create. I know a lot of new age people say you can sit there and think your things through by creating the circumstances. But God is kind of like, that's almost true. That's almost right. But what you're doing is you're just lining up. And the things that you're not creating, what you're doing is you're receiving the plan. You're receiving the visions. And as you're receiving those visions, they're not yours. They've been given to you. They've been inspired. So as I was looking at all the things that I was trying to do, the things that are inspired are just lining up. And I mean, really just lining up. I mean, really good things are happening. And that's because it's not God answering my requests. I'm getting into his will. And like I said, stuff is starting to flow. And now that I've experienced some good things, what I am also noticing that I am really being protective of my thoughts. It's hard to keep positive when you got the news always on, people getting sick with COVID and quarantining yourself and all kind of things. It's easy to dwell on negative things, the economy, everything. But when I find myself trying to line up and be a solution, I am in a creative mindset to be a solution to serve people. And the more positive creativity comes through because I'm not focused on myself. Now, whatever you focus on, it's going to expand. But when you focus on yourself, your ego expands. And you notice everything is all about how everything is coming against you. But when you focus on others, your attention on others expands. And you notice that you're not as big as you think you are. And not only as it humbles you that you can help somebody. And like I said, positivity can flow through you. So what I noticed, the more that I'm in sync, all the things that I thought might be impossible now become the I'm possible, as Audrey Hepburn put it. The very word impossible says I'm possible. And the reason I'm possible is, and when I see it as I'm possible, it's not that I'm possible, not me, but the great I am is possible and making things all possible for me to do the things that he's called me to do. So if I'm not fighting against that, I ain't doing that, God. You didn't really say that. If I'm not fighting against it, things are a lot easier. Life is a lot easier. But as you go through your day, think about the things that God's called you to do, and then try to line up with it and see what happens. And when you see, I guarantee you that obstacles might come, but creativity flowing through you is going to be you're going to experience things going your way a lot better. Even when obstacles are happening, you'll see things turn your way. So you guys have an awesome day today, and I'll see you tomorrow.